I stand to ask the question under my name of the Honourable Minister for Justice. Can the Minister confirm if government intends to present any amendment to Decree 18 of 2010, that is the limitation of liability for prescribed political events Decree 2010, so that all coup perpetrators are treated the same? Thank you, Honourable.
Thank you, Honourable Minister.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, the Constitutional provision is very, very clear. I thank the Honourable Leader for this question, Honourable Leader of the Opposition. Madam Speaker, we all are here because of the Constitution. We all have been elected under the Constitution. We have all sworn to uphold the Constitution. Section 1562 of the Constitution states, and I read Section 1562 of the Constitution, Madam Speaker, it says, notwithstanding anything contained in this Constitution, the limitation of liability for prescribed political events Decree 2010 shall, in its entirety, continue in existence and shall not be reviewed, amended, altered, repealed, or revoked by Parliament. So Parliament itself cannot review, amend, alter, repeal, or revoke this particular decree. So, in short, Madam Speaker, Parliament does not have any jurisdiction to review this particular decree. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you. Honourable Member.
Supplementary question, Madam Speaker. Decree number 18 that's in question talks about two coups, the 2000 coup and the 2006 coup. The leader of the 2000 coup pleaded guilty in court. The leader of the 2006 coup admitted in this parliament on Tuesday that he overthrew a civilian government. My question is, Madam Speaker, does this mean that the state is committed to place members of the other side of the House above the due process of law?
Honourable Minister.
Madam Speaker, thank you, Honourable Member, for your question. I think you need to read the decree because it relates to certain events pertaining to the events of 2000 and post 5 December 2006. So the decree is quite specific, Madam Speaker, in the events that it covers and those people it covers.
Thank you. Honourable Randall.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. My supplementary question is, in light of the attorney's apparent passion for restorative justice and equal citizenry, can he tell the House if the government has any intention of including the victims of the 2006 coup in reparation?
Thank you.
I didn't hear the last part. Including?
If the government has any intention of including the victims of the 2006 coup, those who were wrongfully terminated from their employment, those who died under mysterious circumstances or unlawful circumstances, whether they would also be included in restorative justice.
Thank you. Honourable Minister.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. To help understand this question, and I know where the question is going, if I could just tell a very short story. When we went around Fiji to have the consultations on the draft constitution, Madam Speaker, we went to about 19 different locations, Madam Speaker. We were in the northwest of Viti Levu, and we had a gentleman who stood up and passionately, like some people on the other side, was arguing for the victims who suffered post 5 December 2006. He was talking mainly about people whose services were perhaps terminated. And he said they must be given compensation. So I asked him the question, I said, do you feel the same way about the people who were victims of the 87 coups, the two coups, victims of 2000? And he said, no. And I said, why? He said, because those two coups were good, those three coups were good, this one was not good. You see, Madam Speaker, the answer lies, Madam Speaker,
Order.
as we sat down and discussed with him, this is the extent of the consultations, we sat down and had a discussion with him for about 1 hour, is that you need to take a principled approach. So, Madam Speaker, I'm glad to say also that person eventually did apply as a candidate to Fiji First. But, Madam Speaker, the point is this. All the questions from the other side are simply focusing on the events of 5 December 2006. Maybe some events of 2000. None of them refer to 87 because most of them support it. The reality, Madam Speaker, you need to distinguish yourself from them. Madam Speaker, the point is this. The Constitution,
Order.
the Constitution quite clearly prescribes the areas where there are limitations, quite clearly prescribes areas where there are no limitations in terms of the application of the law. So that is the answer, Madam Speaker. Thank you.
Thank you.